Sup, everybody? How you guys doing? Let's get the stream started nice and quick today, man, because there's a lot of grinding to do, a lot of grinding to make up for that I kind of didn't do earlier today, as I was slacking today a little bit. Let's get things set up, though. Need to get a tweet out there, of course. Oh, man, Pete gave me a tweet earlier, and I don't remember exactly what that tweet was. It was a quote from the comics, from a very bizarre Doctor Doom comic. But I don't remember exactly what that quote was. Anyway, dearest, yeah, it's Marvel Champions. You know what? I got one. Hey, how about I tell you about one of these new characters for a change? For instance, did you know that Doctor Doom prefers to hold on a second, hold on. Let me see. Did you know that Doctor Doom prefers to pour his milk before cereal? What a monster. Yes, I am now live. Okay. Okay, yeah, I want to tell you about one of these new characters for a change. For instance, you know, Doctor Doom prefers to pour his milk before cereal. What a monster. Okay, we're good to go. Tweet. Alright. What up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Who do we got in here? First one in here was Fear Chronic. Am I saying that correctly? We got Alyssa, Lakers Bodyguard, Brandon, Chin May, Sub, Titan, Lori Reed, Corey, Jay Bailey, Spyro. Sup, everybody? Gimp, Grotesque, Pro Cube, Roboto, Ryu. We got Star and Cody as well. Might be coding on the game project since supposed to be doing playtests this week. Star, that's very exciting. That is awesome. BG, only have 11 paths left in 6.3. Got to get back to the grind for units. I'll take the rest a little slow. Cody, dude, you're killing it, man. Only 11 paths remaining already? It's pretty quick, dude. That's pretty quick. Good morning from South Africa. Flash from South Africa. Awesome, dude. BG, you doing your Legends run after Cyber Monday? Yeah. Cyber Monday. Hold on. When is Cyber Monday again? Let me see. Cyber Monday 2019 is December 2nd. Okay. December 2nd. It's pretty close. 2 weeks. Cool. 2 weeks from today, I will be broke, unit-wise at least. I'm sure many other people will be broke. Units and maybe their wallets will be a little empty too. But it should be an exciting day. It's currently putting quick find tabs in new book. Well, alright. Alright, let's get started here, man. It's wasting too much time. Not really playing. Let's not do that. Let's not make that a habit. I need to get in there and get me some of these units. These newfangled units that I keep hearing so much about. What is the deal with these units anyway? They're pretty cool, I guess. Take it or leave it. Can I play with Android? You can, yeah. Android or iOS, both work. The game, I will tell you, it feels a little bit smoother, to me personally at least, on iOS. I think a lot of other people agree as well. I was an Android user, and then I actually switched to iOS just for this game, just because I like the game so much. That's gonna be that's a weird thought to think, but like whenever I do stop playing this game, I'm gonna be excited to go back to Android, but it ain't happening anytime soon because I'm already looking at getting the next iOS device. So I'm already looking at that iPhone upgrade at some point. Probably next year's model. I've had my iPhone 7 Plus for a while now. It'd be a good time to upgrade, probably. BG, thoughts on Invisible Woman? She's cool. Difficult to really capitalize on all of her utility, but she's pretty cool. It's kind of all I got on her. BG, which dungeon crystal is good to get since they changed it? Well, the dungeon crystals kind of let you pick what you are missing. The dungeon crystals, which ones are going to be good, vary for every player, depending on what you need. So you got to look at it that way. Which champions do you want? Go for that one. I also like to look at how many champions in that crystal would I be happy with. You know, if you could find a crystal that maybe there's only one champion that you want in this one versus another that has like 5 champions in it that you think are cool. Then go with the one that has 5. Open 1.3 million of uncollected arena crystals and got 3,800 units. Life's good. Whoa, dude. That is well above average. 3,800 units for 1.3 million battle chips. Holy crap. That's pretty awesome, man. That is pretty awesome. The average is roughly about 2,400 or something like that for 1.3. So yeah. Sneezes in a poor ancient Greek accent while farting in fluent French. What the hell? What's up, Demiak? Dude. Good to see you, man. People were asking about you, you know that? They were like, hey, where's Demiak? I haven't seen Demiak in a little bit. Hope Demiak's doing well. Okay, you down to run some dungeons tomorrow for a start? Word. Wait, you asking me or asking someone else? I'm already done with the dungeons. I usually just play dungeons with Legacy, and that's pretty much it. We got a little arrangement on. We're dungeon buddies. Sounds weird the way I'm saying it now, but yeah, we just go through kind of quick. Normally we do it on stream, but today, since my stream was crapping out, we ended up doing it off stream, so that he could pop a dungeon crystal. Guys, what is the safe cutoff for the 2,000 5-star shards? Ranked from 5-star featured. Pulled 12.9 in Doom Arena. Got 1K. Ranked reward was a bummer. Yeah, I mean, the cutoff has been on the rise lately. Even 14 million missed. So it's above 14 million. Like 14.5 to 15 mil is probably what you should be shooting for, but that could also go up as more people get more 6 stars and stuff too. So the higher you go, the safer you're going to be, of course. But that is approximately where the cutoff is falling these days. Ever since my computer committed suicide, I've been here less, waiting to see if the parts that I picked go on sale for Cyber Monday. So computers for now. Aha, okay. That makes sense. Well, I hope they do, man. Get some of them discounts. Normally computer stuff, there are some good deals for Cyber Monday or Black Friday, the whole weekend, whatever. That is something that I've noticed in the past. Sometimes you follow things and you're like, ah, this isn't really a sale. They're just hyping this up, making it look like a sale. But the computer parts, you can usually find some stuff. I guess there's so many different manufacturers that even if one doesn't have a good sale, others may. BG, how's it going? Staying up late to see my vampire friends. Dysentery Joe, what's up, man? I saw that you were in Captain Bay's recent upload. The whole time I was thinking, whatever, man. I got to hang out with Dysentery Joe once too. Captain Bay thinks he's so cool. Aaron Abdo. Jay Divine, what the fudge is up, Bry Guy? It's my birthday. Just turned 29 and thought what better way to bring it in than with the Banana Man and some Arena. Jay, what's up, man? Jay freaking Divine. Happy birthday, dude. Hope you had a good day. And you're right, man. Just kicking it back with the MCOC people. Oh, wait. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Hitting that arena. Honestly, man, it's a good life. What's up, Christian? Map 5 AI is so damn annoying, especially with a hype mini with Spite. Yeah, it's weird. Like, the AI is actually easier to play against in Map 6 and Map 7 than it is in Map 5. It's kind of backwards. Yeah, he edited out all my swears. I'm thankful. Oh, man. BG, you'll always be my first. You pop my YouTube hanging out bubble. Wow. I thought that was going to go somewhere else for a second there. I'm glad you censored yourself. Mysterio seems pretty gnarly. I want him. Mysterio he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. With Ronan and mini boss, it'll be chaos. Ooh, is Ronan one of the map 5 ones too? Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. BG relast. Oh, I might be seeing this message a little late, Jay. But yeah, I did see your last. Hopefully you heard me. Does that mean the footage was effectively halved? Oh, the censoring out swears? Come on, Dysentery Joe. He doesn't swear that much. How did the Doom test go? Thoughts on Doom? He's cool, man. He's real cool. I wish that I had a Doom myself, but I just cannot commit to that sort of grind. It's just too much of a grind. He might drop and score too. It's certainly a possibility. I wish anyone luck who is going for a on the grind for the 5-star Doom or 4-star Doom or 3-star Doom, whatever you guys are grinding for. But yeah, that 5-star Doom especially. Whew. Craziness. New record. But yeah, Doom, he's really fun to play, and I could see myself playing him, and of course it'd be great for a prestige rank up since he is the king of prestige. But at the same time, I also feel like I will be alright without him. You look less pasty at night than you do in the morning, BG. It's them lights. They do wonders for me. They do a good job of hiding my pastiness. A little bit of darkness, a little bit of lightness. Midnight, I went outside and walked around my neighborhood listening to anime openings on my phone, mouthing the non-English lyrics I know while smoking. What a life I live. Wow, Demyak. That is a life right there, man. BG, how you doing, Walter? I'm doing good, man. Hope you are too. What a coincidence, it's BG's birthday too. Happy birthday to both of you. Yeah. Sure it is. We're gonna go for 15 mil to be safe. Wasn't aware the cutoff was rising. Develop BG. Yeah, no problem. Mysterio's cape looks like an old couch blanket. It looks incredibly heavy. It looks so heavy. I don't know how he's carrying it around. Like his back. Like let's take a look at him real quick. Oops. Look how thick it is all the way around. Like, dude, this thing has to weigh a good 30 pounds. That's why he's like that. You could tell, like his posture. He's pulled back a little bit, you know, and his hands are in the air. He's like, oh my god, this thing is so heavy. Get it off my back, dude. Ah, this thing is so thick. That thing will keep you toasty in the winter, though. I'm pretty sure you could sleep outside in an igloo with this thing on, and you'll be all right. Oh man, now I really want it. I do want to sleep in it. Oh man. All right. Anyway, let's get out of here. I'm gonna go. Wait, are my 6 stars? They're not back up yet, are they? They probably are. Who am I kidding? I could run the... Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, they are back up. Okay, cool. Let's run these 6 stars. And then I want to do some other things. He might be an illusion. That's true. That's true. I actually did see that movie, so I understand. Jeremiah R. sending over a $1.10. Well, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Where's your last one? Saying, who should I rank up? 4-star Domino or Mysterio, both at rank 1? I'd recommend Domino. They're both certainly, you know, good champions and can be worth ranking, but Domino, in the general sense, is probably the stronger of the two champions. Probably, you know, if you put a community vote to it, I think more people would like to have a Domino ranked up compared to Mysterio. She sees a bit more use overall in the game. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend. You can't really go wrong either way. If you just wanted to do something a little different, rank Mysterio, that's cool too. But yeah, my advice is go with Domino. And thank you very much, dude. Along with that advice, I will also send you off with this. Slap. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the 110. I only have one up there just because I rounded, but thank you very much. BG, guess what? I went for the 5-star Doom and got it for just $20. That's awesome, man. That's way cheaper than most people, I'd say. Speaking of, I'm doing it again while listening to you. Keep my company in the dark. Oh, great Brian Sama. Oh my goodness, Demiak. All right, man. Be careful out there. Them streets, they may not be safe, man. BG, Namor or Domino? Personally, I like Namor better. They're both good, but yeah, I would personally choose Namor. The only thing about Namor versus Domino is Domino doesn't even need to be awakened, whereas Namor, he kind of needs like a relatively high sig level. His awaken ability is what makes him so unique, or one of the things that makes him so unique. But that's like the main draw of the champion is his awaken ability. Usually got a 5-star Hulk in between Hyperion and Namor. I have neither. Oof. That's rough, man. That is rough. Better luck next time, man. Hope you get one of those in your next crystal. For 5-star isn't the first place like 200 mil? First place was like 200 mil, yeah. We've seen that for first places before. That person didn't put up 200 million for that champion. They put up 200 million to get the exclusive title. If someone takes a break on 1 degree at one college and goes to another college and gets another degree and then comes back to finish the first degree, will it affect anything? This is not the place to ask a question like that, man. I am not able to assist with something like that, man. I did not do so well in school. You might want to seek out some guidance from perhaps a guidance counselor or something. Some counsel from a guider. Hints. Guidance from a counselor. Anyway, whatever. What am I saying? Rel, what's up, dude? BG, you think they need to upgrade the milestones? Like, whenever you get further into the milestones, get more units? We talked about this a little bit earlier today, actually, what they could do to change the rewards for Arena. I don't think like it's nice to think about like getting more rewards and stuff like that, but then you also got to consider the players that don't participate in Arena, just don't have the time to, and you know, it would be a little bit unfair if they buff the rewards too much. And if they are going to buff the rewards, I don't think units is how they should buff them. You know, it should be what they did in the recent event quest where they added some Grandmaster Crystal Shards, like a special Grandmaster Crystal Shard for that month. If they just do that from time to time, I think that's actually a really good way to go about it. You get a chance for some 5-stars, and it's not that big of a deal if you're someone who doesn't play the arena, because you could still get shards and stuff like that from other areas of the game. So, yeah. But Dysentery Joe also sent it over a buck. Thanks, man. Saying it will affect their social life. Hold on. Was that the one? Or was there another one? This week's game, I was in parking lot waiting to leave. Saw a guy on his phone. Heard a familiar sound. Walked over and said, "You nailed that parry. Good job." 10-minute convo ensued. Oh, damn, dude. That's funny, man. Off the parry sound. Dang, dude. It is, like, I don't play with sound. But just from, like, being in other streams and hearing their game sound, it is a very distinct parry sound. That's funny, dude. Did you tell him? You're like, hey, man, I'm Dysentery Joe. He might be like, what? Dysentery Joe? I know that name. The Dysentery Joe? BG Namor or Omega Red, Mutant Gem, 86 stones. I prefer Omega Red between the two. And that's what I'd recommend. Both good. The only way I would choose Namor over Omega Red is if Prestige is of the utmost importance to you, because Namor's Prestige is through the roof. Omega Red's Prestige, not so great. But he is, in my opinion, the overall more useful champion. They both have their individual things that they're best at, but overall, Omega Red. After 30 minutes, I was finally done. Dang, we're about 30 minutes. I guess that ain't that bad. You know what needs a buff? The final tier rewards on level up event. Everybody stops at the unit tier. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it necessarily needs a buff, though. Like, it's kind of good in a way that the best reward is in the 4th milestone, you know? That 5th milestone is just like a little bit of a bonus. Just because somebody isn't getting it a lot of the time, someone's, you know, avoiding it, doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be changed. In some instances, I would say it's absolutely true. Like, if somebody just finds this thing worthless, yeah, it needs an update. But if it's just like an additional milestone, in my opinion, it's alright. Same here. Nah, I asked him, but he said he doesn't watch YouTubers really. Just occasionally a Dave/Seaton vid to learn how to play a champ. Got it. Should I level my 4-star Namor to level 5 or 4-star Colossus? Oof, now that's a toughie, man. Colossus and Namor are both very strong. It's tough. It's kind of a toss-up. Honestly, I think they're both. I think both champions are just as good. I actually think Colossus is as good as Namor. And depending on what paths you take in war and stuff like that, or Alliance Quest or whatever, you might end up using Colossus more than Namor even. But I don't know. They both are good. Some of the utility that Namor brings to the table, it's just so different that, you know, you can't really get it anywhere else, and he's good to have for that reason. It's a tough one, man. I honestly think they're both pretty equal, and it's kind of a personal preference, which play style you enjoy more. I think Colossus is easier to play compared to Namor. His utility uses are a little bit more common even, so yeah, it's gonna be personal preference. But keep that in mind. Whatever you're looking for, I would say Colossus is the easier one to play and maximize his effectiveness, if that helps your decision at all. But Namor is just as worthy of being ranked, and yeah. Do you ever think you'd be saying Colossus is very strong? Nope. Damn sure didn't. BG, did you rank up anybody today? I did not. My level up event is still pointless. 0 points. I'm still thinking about it. I might rank somebody up. But BG, what's the ideal points for Coagulated and Suicide Mastery? going to change depending on the champions you use. If you use Omega Red, 1 point in that mastery will make you completely bleed immune. So if you're using a champion like Omega Red and other champions that are just bleed immune entirely, you want fewer points. There are plenty of times where I have 0 points in Coagulate, even if I know that I'm using champions that are already immune. However, if I'm playing champions that don't have the immunities, then I like to put more points in it. And right now, I actually have 3 points in Coagulate. So with masteries, it always comes down to which champions are you using to determine the answer. And you can test it out too. It's not a big deal to say, hey, I'm going to try using suicides without any points in Coagulate. Like, leave 3 points out of your mastery build, right? Put all of your points in. You know, leave 3 points at least available. And just play for a little bit. Play for a day or two, and if you think that you're taking too much damage at the start of the fight with the champions you're using, then try putting 1 point in Coagulate. If you still think you're taking too much damage, then you know you can put more points in it. You can go from there. A little bit of experimentation. Kales, am I saying that correctly? I might not. If I apologize if I'm not. He sent over £2. Thank you very much. Your last message is... Hang on, let me update this. This is a big old D first, actually. Your last message is... Hey BG, is 5-star Nick Fury worth taking to rank 3 unawakened to go with my 5-star rank 3 awakened Cap Marvel movie? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Nick Fury, I mean, his awakened ability is kind of important, but he can still be played unawakened. And if you already have, you know, Captain Marvel ranked up as well, you know, I mean, you'll probably use her more, I would guess. But if she goes down, you want to have a strong champion to back her up. Or there are some fights where, yeah, you will be using Nick Fury and you're not going to be using Captain Marvel. So, yeah, absolutely. I think it's okay to rank up Nick Fury even higher once you get, you know, once you get more rank up resources for the higher ranks. I think it's fine to even keep ranking him up beyond rank 3 in the future. So definitely worth it. Thank you again for the £2. Lakers Bodyguard also sending over 2 saying, OMG, is your birthday? Happy birthday, number 365. Oh, man. Lakers Bodyguard, dude, thank you so much, man. How'd you know that today is my birthday? Oh, wait, it's not. But, dude, thank you, man. Appreciate it as always. I've eaten so many birthday cakes, gained a lot of weight over the past year. A lot of cake. A lot of cake. Hate playing dungeons with randoms, but have no friends. Rip. Well, you can make some friends, which is a scary idea sometimes. But, you know, I don't know if you're in an alliance already. If you're not in an alliance, you could join one and, you know, download line chat if you don't have that already and start chatting it up with your alliance buddies. And over time, hey, you want to play some dungeons? Sure, let's do it. Then you don't got to play with randoms anymore. I just unlocked the most OP charter on DB Legends. I'm happy. Is that Dragon Ball Legends? DB Legends? I'm not sure what that is exactly, but congrats, whatever that is. Can't say I'm familiar. BG, let's finish 6.2. I would love to, but it's not that easy, man. These paths are challenging. Takes a lot of hours to take down one path, let alone the 7 paths that I have left. I don't know when the next stream is, but I have to keep focusing on getting units from the arena. Getting units is the most important thing right now. So yeah, right now it's easier to keep the 6.2 streams to Sundays, since Sunday there's not any arena going on. So it might have to wait till Sunday again before I can get back in there. We'll see. Class is IMO, and I have a rank 2 6-star Sig 200 Namor. He's very situational. Wonderful when needed, but most fights won't last to use his Furies or his Sig ability unless a defined path / champ. That's interesting. I mean, I agree on some level that Namor is a bit situational, but I think he's still a pretty versatile champion. Way less situational than some of the other situational champions out there. Like, I think he can be used for a lot of different fights, actually. But yeah, between Colossus and Namor, I do agree. Like, Colossus is such a beast these days. Easier to play and stuff like that. Yeah, he is great. He is great. It's a toss-up between the two. It really is. What's up, Dicer? You know what's more scary than making friends? Not having friends. It's true. Like, hello, sexy one of a kind. Wow. Thought about a new challenge for you after 6.3. Get 50k units, no matter what offer or content. Possible? It's possible, but difficult at the same time. I've had similar ideas, actually, where it's just like, you know what? It'd be crazy to have 6 figures of units, 100,000 units saved up. But I always seem to spend them on every little thing in this game, you know? Because units, they're super important. Let's say I stopped buying any kind of the other bonus offers in game and just kept saving units, and only spent units on like the minimum required things, which for me would sometimes be boosts in Alliance War or, you know, things like that. And I skipped out on any kind of Catalyst offerings, even like Cyber Monday and stuff like that, right? Even if I skipped out on all that stuff, or if I did skip out on all that stuff, that would make my arena grinds more difficult because I wouldn't have as many champions ranked up, and I would miss out on champions or miss out on certain milestones. My prestige would not be as high because I would not be getting these offers that contain Sig stones. So, like, yeah, there's certain things that, although I would love to just have 100,000 units lying around, I probably won't ever get there. All right, my 1:30 a.m. walk is over. Off to bed. Night all. Brian, you're super sexy. Wow, Damiak. All right, man. Have a good night, dude. It's not lags in here. What up, BG? What do you think is a good pace for Doom right now? Well, I imagine your third round of 5 stars won't be available for a little bit. So I'll say like 13 million. If you're not refreshing, about 13 million would be good. If you are refreshing, which I recommend not waiting until the last minute, but I know sometimes you like to wait. But if you are refreshing, then right now it'd be good to be at like 20 mil or higher. How do you do that? I'm at 13 million. Okay, I figured. Listen, man, a lot of experience grinding. MBG, would you recommend going for the current featured 5-star crystal? I don't have a good mystic, interested in Warlock, Sunspot, and would love to dupe my Void. I have 6 rank 5 5-star already. It's hard for me to recommend going for the featured when I refuse to go for it myself, even when I do think there are good champions in there. it's just, it costs so much extra, and you got to think about all the other things you're giving up just for a chance at getting one of these champions. And it is a decent chance, but still, you know, I don't know if you're missing out on gold. You got less gold because, of course, duplicating champions and selling the ISO is one of the better ways to get gold in this game. If you do need the ISO without selling it, or how many champions you're missing, if you're an arena grinder, if you want to get more champions, add that to your roster. How many champions that you may already have, but you want to get them first time awakened, or just add 20 sig levels. There's a lot of factors that go into it, and ultimately, I don't go for features. So, I mean, it's up to you. They're your shards. You earned them however you want to spend them. It's cool, but it's really difficult for me to recommend almost anyone going for the features. I do think sometimes it's a good call to go for them, and especially if you have the sigil, where it only costs 11,000 units to pop a featured crystal, I think it's worth it then. But outside of that, and you know, if you're Cavalier to have the cost that low, outside of something like that, it's just I don't think it's usually worth it. But hi BG behind the itemless streams, love them buddy, and catching up. All right, cool man. Yeah, I have done some itemless recently here, some pretty good ones at that, I would say. Hello BG, I missed the testing stream last night. What's your verdict on Doom? He's cool. I like him. I wish I could get him, but it's just a little bit out of reach. Too high of a score needed. Even if he goes low, I wouldn't feel comfortable going low, and I would have to go all in if I was going for him. So, but I like him. He was fun. I had a hard time using him at first, and then I realized some of the better ways to kind of take power from the enemy, and once I was doing that, I was consistently getting 2 L3s up pretty easily, in fact. And then, yeah, he starts hitting really hard. And with how tank he is and everything, it's cool. I'll try to hit 20 before I go to bed without refreshing. Okay. I mean, I don't know what your... I think... What did you say your goal was, Lax? Did you say like 90 mil, or maybe you didn't say? I don't remember. But, yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck. Although not arena grind, I remember you competing Labyrinth to get a chance at Stark Spidey. That was a grind too with Gwenpool. Yeah, man. Yeah. I have gone featured crystals in the past. I absolutely have. The game was a bit different back then. So, in the past, number one, you had a higher chance to get the champion. It's believed that it was a 20% chance to get the featured champion out of like their unique featured crystal. So much higher chance rather than chasing one champion out of a feature. Of course, there are other good champions in the featured crystal, so the odds can be just as good if you look at all the characters you want in there, but still, comparing to like targeting one specific champ's different. And then also, there weren't as many good champions in the game, period, back then. So these days, most champions that come out are good champions. And the basic pool, you know, especially after certain champions got reworked and buffed and stuff like that, there's so many good champions in the basic pool that it's really hard for me to justify the extra shards when there's just so many that I still want. I think they should bring in the multiverse characters and one-off storylines, pun intended. I don't know much about that stuff. I'm a bit of a Marvel noob. Any Sig Stone offer coming still in recent times? As I'm free to play, so hard to reach Sig 200 free to play. It is very difficult. Cyber Monday should have some units or some deals for units for Sig Stones though. Got Sigil for 1 month. Not impressed. Got 2 of the Sigil features. Awaken, Rogue, and Carnage. Not sure I'll buy another. That's fair. I think the Sigil has a... I still think the best way to approach the Sigil is... Oh, wait. I was supposed to be running my 5 stars through here. Is, yeah, just get it. Get it whenever you want. Whenever you feel a need. It does not have to be an every month type of thing. If you find out that you never need it, well, cool. That's cool too. Pulled Cull Obsidian 5-star. Any good? He's okay. He hits super hard, but he's not very tanky. His appearance is he's a giant, but man, if the wind hits him the wrong way, he'll go down. PG, considering the current state of the game, war in particular, what's it like being a total wussy? Wow, dude. Oh my goodness, Dale. These wussy remarks. How dare you? Well, that's okay. I guess I'll let it be. Go be a wussy in the corner. Man, I recorded I finally think I recorded a video that I want to upload about fixing war right before the stream. I gotta go back and listen to it myself. It's a long one. Oh my god, is it a long video. It's 40 minutes. About how to fix war for the long term. None of these little baby fixes that are just going to make the game a little bit better temporarily, and then a few months later down the line we run into the same problems. No, I'm trying to fix the war situation for good. So that years from now, look back and remember, oh yeah, war used to suck, but now it doesn't suck. So, yeah. BG, do you don't know what Dave is secretly doing with Kabam at their HQ? No, I got no clue. I did see that Dave posted a video that he's going to Kabam HQ. Which is cool, man. I want to go there at some point myself. Not necessarily to do anything, but just to see it, just to see what's up with the place. So, kind of had like loose plans to go there since like the first time I met them at Comic-Con, and just never went. I don't know, man. At some point, man, I really would love to go, man. I love talking to those guys, and you guys all know that I want to be a developer at some point. So it'd just be cool to see the inside of a studio. Not that I still think I'd probably enjoy just working alone the most. So, not that I necessarily want to see a studio to end up in a studio. But still, man, it's just interesting, you know? Like if somebody was if somebody was into music, getting to see like the production side of music a bit more would probably be super interesting for them, you know? Even if they didn't want to be part of like a big record label or something. 46 minutes long. I need to talk to my academic counselor. Yeah. Oh man. He said he's working on something with them that he can't talk about. Yeah, they're pretty secretive with that stuff. I mean, yeah, no, I just have no idea. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I have no clue, man. And I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't be able to say, but no, I truthfully have no clue. I watch your 2+ hour videos as is, so post the war fix info IMO. Oh, it's gonna get posted. I just need to make sure that it's good enough to post. Yeah. I have to listen through it myself. Maybe there are parts if I ramble too much that I can find a cut somewhere, but at the same time, I don't really like cutting up the videos too much, you know. it's a toss-up between like, if you cut things, then yeah, it saves time in the video, but it also loses a certain feel to it. But you have to listen, you have to watch, and I mean, it's mostly just talking, so mostly like listen style video. Then I have to render it, which that alone is going to take like an hour and a half or something like that, and then I can finally post it. So it'll be one of those things where I could render it overnight. Alan sent it over too. Alan, thank you very much. Saying, who is better overall, Guillotine 2099 or Doom? They're both good champions. They're just different champions. We're comparing like apples and oranges here. Guillotine is one of those long-term build-up style champions that has that infinite style scaling damage. And Doom is more of that power control champion that from the start of the fight, he's looking to take control. So I don't really know if I could say one is necessarily better than the other than like if we look at specific areas of the game and say that, of course in Labyrinth, then you'd want Guillotine. Or for a fight against an enemy that has power gain, you want Doom. The same way you can compare like Star-Lord and Magic, and you could try to say one is better than the other, but really it's just not a good way to look at the game. I see all these characters, all these champions as tools, and you just got to find the right tool for the job. Hammer ain't better than a wrench in every situation, at least. Who am I kidding? Hammer, best tool. If I had to pick one, if you think that's a cop-out answer or something like that, if I had to pick one of which I'd rather have, I would rather have Doom. I don't know how I don't know, like, in the Alliance-based content, I don't know which one would see more use, Guillotine or Doom. I think Doom is a strong defender, at least. I think he's more fun to play for me personally. And yeah, I don't know. I would just rather have Doom on my account than what's it called? Than Guillotine. Last time I said you suck, you muted me. Okay. Well, I guess if I already gave you a warning last time, then I guess we'll just ban you this time instead of muting you for a couple minutes. Have fun. Brian H sent it over too. Thank you very much, dude. Your last one is that is the beauty of your stream. Oh wait, hold on. Don't cut it. Let us hear original thoughts, and then thanks, sir. That's the beauty of your streams. Yeah, well, I mean, thanks, man. I gotta. I mean, some people like that, so I gotta find a balance for everybody. Is the only reason. Like, some people would want to see it uncut, and that's cool that that's what you like, and I appreciate that. But some people gets a bit much, you know, and you gotta sometimes make some cuts some places. So I just try to find the right balance. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. Oh man, what damn! I just realized I haven't been updating the Big D. Alan and Brian, thank you so much. I was about to toss you guys' names up there, but then Slim Mike also sent over 5. Slim Mike, thank you, dude. Let me update the big old D before I forget again, and then I will read your message. Okay, BG, just want to support you and do a shout out to the MCOC community in these turbulent times. Dude, Slim Mike, thank you, man. Appreciate that support. And hell yeah, shout out to the community. By far the best community that I've ever been a part of across all the games that I've played over the years. That's the one thing about this game, man. Like, you know, it's got its issues and all that, but there's something about it that just brings people together. I think it's the lightning rod of hate that goes towards Kabam, where you play another game, you know, you're going like head to head against somebody, you hate that other person, that forms some toxicity in the community and all that, but most of the hate's directed at Kabam. Everybody bonds over it. I mean, I don't hate Kabam, but there's definitely some things that I would prefer they did differently, of course. Don't cut me, Chris. Don't worry. I ain't gonna cut you. I got shield. My name is Chloe. Wait, what? What is that, Hector? Brian H. sending over another 2. Thanks, man. Saying Guillotine 2099 versus Aegon. Thoughts? I like to think of those characters like this. There are a few of the kind of infinite ramp-up style champions in the game. Let's look at 3 actually instead of just the 2. Star-Lord, Guillotine, and Aegon. So before Guillotine came along, it was, you know, Star-Lord and then Aegon. Aegon was seen as the successor to Star-Lord, pretty much, and has that ramp, that combo that carries over through the fights and stuff. And yeah, it's a different style, the different types of abilities. They are technically different, but in a lot of ways, Aegon is just like the better champion compared to Star-Lord. And then I feel like Guillotine comes somewhere in the middle. Not in terms of how good the character is. Guillotine might even be better than Aegon, but just the way you play the character, where you don't have this infinite build-up. You have this build-up that like caps out at 100, and then you could build from there. So it's like you get to that the promised land of damage a little bit faster with Guillotine, it feels. Compared to Aegon, whereas like Guillotine, I think once Aegon is fully built up, then Aegon is like the stronger of the 2 champions right from the start of the fight, at least. Whereas Guillotine doesn't take quite as long to build up, and in content that isn't as long, it feels like she's a bit better. But they both have their different utilities too. One of the coolest parts about Guillotine is that her damage, it's a secondary damage, where it bypasses things like Safeguard. I think it bypasses Safeguard, right? See, I haven't played a ton of Guillotine, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it bypasses Safeguard. I think they're both good, but again, it's like a situational goodness. What I'm really curious about is when we see the Abyss. Right now, I honestly think that for the longer content, I would rather use Aegon. So I think in like their best suited content, I would rather use Aegon. The unblockable hits and stuff like that, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. But when we see the Abyss get added to the game, maybe that'll change, and maybe Guillotine will kind of take over. But right now, yeah, that's how I feel about the 2 champions. They probably each have their best uses and stuff like that, but I would prefer having Aegon over Guillotine if I was going to have one of them. So, yeah. Wait, Hector, though, you're saying Shield is a Pokemon game, Chloe is what I named her. Okay, now I got it. But Jay Devine sent it over $7. Jay, thank you, man. Saying BG, I use the Domino Trinity a ton. Domino 565, Red Hulk 4 out of 5, and Massacre 4 out of 5, unduped. Contemplating using a Skill Awakening gem on him, because I want to save for the so-called God tiers I might never get. What's your thoughts? Massacre's Awaken ability. How important is Massacre's Awaken ability? I seem to remember it not being essential for the champion, but I mean, if you use them a lot, how much better does it make him? Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this a little bit. But dude, Jay, thank you very much for the 7 on your birthday. 7 me, $7. Oh man, my Massacre is almost SIG 99 now. 4-star, you know. But yeah, Jay, thank you again. All right, let's see here. All right, Massacre loves his job. That's his signature ability. He loves his job. That's it. That's all it is. All right, gaining bonuses when striking an opponent who has no debuffs on them. 25%, I'm assuming that goes up to additional power gain from landing hits and a bunch of extra crit rating as well. So when the enemy has debuffs on them, which Massacre applies lots of debuffs, then you actually don't gain these bonuses. So yeah, he definitely doesn't need. He definitely doesn't need to be awakened, but I'm sure at some points it helps. Each time Massacre's bat either lands a critical hit, hits a block, or hits an incinerated opponent, it begins to ignite. I mean, that is nice, especially against like a debuff immune enemy as well. Thinking about like how much that adds to his damage. 641 crit rating. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. Is it coming? No, maybe not. Okay. So yeah, against a debuff immune, that gives him a lot of extra crit chance. That's pretty damn good, and I'm definitely no expert on Massacre. I don't have him as a 5-star. I really like the champion, and wish I had him so that I could can know how to play him better. But it seems like landing those crits helps him to kind of build up a little bit quicker. So even against an enemy where you can apply debuffs, it just seems like it can get the ball rolling a little bit. But ultimately, I think I would leave him unawakened. You know, it's not the worst SIG ability ever. It'd be a nice little bonus to have, but I don't think it's worth giving up an awakening gem. I wouldn't do it, Jay. I would save the gem. And just hope to awaken him naturally. If you found a situation, or you might know better than me since you play him more. If you found a situation where you feel like, oh, dude, if he was awakened, you know, again, like against a debuff immune enemy or something, then I think it's okay to use the gem, but generally it's probably just worth holding on to it. Thanks, BG in chat. I'll just grind dungeons and see if I could awaken him from the crystal. Yeah, man. Good luck, dude. I hope you can. He is so cool, man. I do like him a lot. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Hey, BG, Belted Earth, what's up, man? Hope your night is going well so far. I got a 6-star crystal to open, but don't know if it's worth it to wait till the crystal's updated or not. Don't even know who is in it. I would recommend waiting. It updates tomorrow. Like, there's less than 24 hours on it, right? Let me just double check. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. 11 hours, and basically any new champions that are in this featured crystal that are not already in the basic, they get added to the basic. So all these guys that you're seeing in the little ticker over here, Mysterio, Invisible Woman, Ebony Maw, all these champs, they all get added to the basic, including whatever else is in the description here too. So I think it's worth waiting personally. And I'm waiting myself. So yeah, your shards, your call, but that's what I would do. Got him as a 5 and 6 star, nope IMO, and I use him with Domino and Roll Clots. There you go. Another opinion on old Massacre. BJ, you looking forward to Abyss or not so much? I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I look forward to all new solo content in the game. I think I'm more curious than anything though. Like, I'm curious to see the way they design it. Because Labyrinth, I really liked Labyrinth at one point in time in this game. It got me looking forward to, you know, trying to get a champion that I can use through Labyrinth, stuff like that. But over time, I think I grew to dislike Labyrinth of Legends. The way that, you know, it's the auto evade they have doesn't feel very good. I rather more interesting nodes get added. I disliked that you didn't really have to change up your roster very much. It was a lot of, okay, I'm going to bring in one champion and then 4 synergy champs. And sometimes you did have to bring in a different champion, but it was just a little... There were too few instances for my liking. I like ranking up multiple champions and maybe trying out some things that are a little different than the standard content. And yeah, I hope we see some of that stuff in the Abyss. And then the only other thing that makes me want to say, like, hey man, don't worry about releasing the Abyss, Kabam. Keep working on it. Hold tight for like 6 months. Is that I'm not going to be ready for it unit-wise. All my units are going to be gone. I don't know when it's getting released, but, you know, my units will be gone to Cyber Monday, and the Legends run for 6-3, and then I need to start saving my units for the Legends run in 6-4 as well. And now we're throwing Abyss into the thing, into the works. Whenever there was a follow-up to Labyrinth, I always had it as one of my goals to be like one of the first people to clear it out. I was gonna do like a 24-hour live stream and all this, and you know, I'm sure that wasn't gonna be enough to clear it like day one, but just to try to make some progress and, you know, start working towards, like, if it was a hidden map like Labyrinth, start working towards revealing the map a little bit with the community. But I don't really have the units to do something like that. Then again, I have a lot of free crystals, so that's gonna help. In the Abyss, I will probably pop open my free crystals to get through the Abyss. I think it'll finally be time to pop those things. So, BG, shout out from Australia, man. Cool streams. Thanks, dude. Downloaded this game for my 6-year-old son a few months back. Now I'm hooked. Oh, man. I've heard that story before. I can't wait to rank 5 my 5-star cap infinity. Nice, dude. Got a 5-star cap infinity ready? Good stuff, man. Yeah, man, it's funny. I've heard that same story before of, like, downloaded it for my kid, and the kid really liked it at first, but then the kid grew out of it, and the parent's still addicted. Or some people, when they have a newborn, they're up late at night, you know, kids wanting to keeping them up and everything, and they download a game, and suddenly they're playing MCOC for years, and it's cool, man. You stink. Thanks, Tubes. I always thought you were doing unitless and itemless Abyss. Probably not, because I'm sure there's going to be some type of exclusive reward for getting through there as soon as possible and stuff. So I'll probably go for that, just like I am with 6-3 and 6-4. It'd be cool to try, but Abyss, in order to get through it itemless, would probably take years. I don't necessarily mind that, you know, having something like long term to look forward to, but Yeah, the exclusive stuff. It always gets me. Illust sent it over $10. Illust, thank you very much. Saying, should I rank 2 6-star Guillotine 2099 or rank 5 5-star Havoc? I would say those are two wildly different champions. One is a robot with some sort of infinite damage buildup that's probably going to be really good for the Abyss that we are just talking about. But of course has different immunities, different utility all around, has that armor up that you can use to fight Havoc even. And then you have Havoc, who has a different type of immunity with his Incinerate immunity, energy-based damage. I don't think he's the type of champion that you bring into a Labyrinth of Legends style place. Different class type and all that. It really comes down to what your needs are. I'm usually a fan of going with the 5 stars. Usually a fan of going with 5 stars because they're cheaper tier 5 basic wise, but you know, we are seeing an update to the quantities of tier 5 basics that are available. I feel like with that Glory Store change, you know, it ain't that bad going with a 6 star. Oh, you said Guillotine is duped? Oh, she's duped too, man? Dang. It's a tough call, dude. It's a really tough call. It absolutely depends on what you need. But Guillotine's pretty cool, and you got her awakened and stuff too. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I'd probably personally enjoy playing Guillotine more than I'd enjoy playing Havoc if I had to guess. And that's kind of making me lean towards Guillotine. But I don't know your situation, you know? I can only really tell you what I would probably do, and I think I would go with Guillotine. But if you need Havoc for something, like, he's a great champion. He's a great defender. Offensively, he's probably underrated. He's cool all around too, but I'd probably look to rank Guillotine if it lined up all right with the rest of your catalysts and stuff like that. So, yeah, tough call, man. Dupe saying rank the effing Gilly, yeah. There you go. You got a vote of confidence from Dubes too. I was joking. You think there will be an early quest like Road to the Labyrinth? Dicer, I hope so, man. I think that was really cool that they had like a quest to even allow you access into that area. I hope so. I actually didn't think you were joking though, just because I have talked about it in the past. I have said, hey, man, I kind of want to go itemless for the rest of my time playing MCOC. I have a lot of fun doing it, even in something like that. But these exclusive rewards, man, they suck me in every time. Every damn time. I almost wish they weren't a thing, just so that I didn't feel guilty about saying, nah, screw it. Let's go itemless. Let's take our time. But I want that exclusive. But Illis, thank you very much for the 10, dude. That was very generous of you. Good luck with your good luck with your decision, whoever you decide to go with. Entry not early dingus. Oh, whoops. There's that reading comprehension right there for you. BG, who's your absolute favorite champ in the game? It's Venom the Duck. Venom the Duck, I can't wait to find a way to rank this mother ducker up. But right now, I have a couple other rank ups lined up. I'm still debating because there's a level up event going on right now. And I'm kind of debating if I want to rank up Nick Fury or not. I'm still torn. I think I'm just going to do it. You know, I need him for 6'2". I don't know if I need him for 6'3". That's the only real reason that I'm hesitating on it. But I'll probably rank up Nick Fury. Probably do it. By this time tomorrow, I will probably have a rank 5 Fury. And I'll probably pop open the Dungeon Crystal as well that has Nick Fury in it and hope to awaken him that way. Labyrinth might be the road to Labyrinth for the Abyss. It's possible, although I hope it's not. You're right, though. That might be a requirement, is to get through the Labyrinth to gain access to the Abyss. But I hope that we have a road to the Abyss type of thing with a different name, of course. We don't need it to repeat the exact name. If it was like I don't know, what's a good name of like getting to the Abyss, but not necessarily a road. Journey to the Abyss? I don't know. Whatever it is, man. Whatever they do. Is the word exclusive your shiny word? I guess so. I've never heard the term shiny word before, but... Portal? Yeah, Portal's good. Into the Abyss. I like Portal so far. Ooh, Descent into the Abyss. Well, what's the name of the official quest? I know that's been data mine and stuff, or maybe people don't know. Actually, really don't want to know, I guess. But that might be the name of like the official quest. I could see of Descent to the Abyss, something like that. Boulevard to the Abyss sounds fancier than road. Wow. Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to the Abyss. El Camino Abyss. You know, Portal's good. I like Portal, and just the word Descent is also good. Prelude to the Abyss? Oh, that's cool too. Last, what is this, B. Daniels? So attempted champion again, and was around 16% left on champ with me at around 73%, and he clipped me into 5-hit combo and done. Man, I hate him. Been there. Been there. Take care, BG. Work time. All right, Sohaib. Have a good one, man. Seasons in the Abyss. That sounds like an Alliance War thing, Dubes. How dare you bring this Alliance War talk to here. So what I'm hearing is itemless legend run for the Abyss. Yeah, sure. That'll happen. You said you want to awaken Nick Fury's true power rank. Yes, I would like to rank him up. That is correct. Oh, it's a Slayer song? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Really? Seasons in the Abyss? Okay, I guess I could see it. I was never into Slayer much. Don't know too much of their work. Colossus or Venom the Duck to rank 4 for variant in Act 6. Probably Colossus. Definitely Colossus. I love Venom the Duck, and I think Venom the Duck is super strong. But Venom the Duck does not have the immunities that Colossus has, and it's those immunities that you need. So, Highway to Hades or Hades. Oh man, that's got to be a thing already. I'm googling that. What is that's got to be a song, an album, a movie. Hercules is what came up. That's Hercules Season 2, Episode 11. That's the first thing that pops up. Highway to Hades. That's funny, man. The Hercules TV show. You guys ever watch that? I can't say I ever did. I always thought it was a little goofy? I don't know. So that was a little strange. But yeah, maybe if I gave it more of a chance, maybe I would have been into it. Who knows? Depth of the Abyss? Perhaps. Hang on 1 second here. What is this? I'm trying to scroll up. BG, these kids, I used to be their friend, and I was a really good friend of theirs, and they just kind of started doing really messed up things. They made this girl cry, and they're like the cool kids. Throwing balls at people, and it's kind of crazy. Any thoughts? And this wasn't even a game of dodgeball. I mean, like, they just wanted to be jerks. Well, that's kids, man. I think eventually everybody grows up and realizes the stuff they did is stupid. Sometimes it takes people longer than others to realize the things they're doing are really dumb. So if they're your friends, my advice is this. You don't have to like stop talking to them completely, but if they start doing stuff like that, then you don't want to be around. Instead, if they're throwing balls at girls, you want to be the guy talking to those girls instead of throwing balls at them. And yeah, eventually, like I said, everybody, for the most part, people grow up. People always do stupid stuff until the day they die, but real immature stuff like that usually stops. Usually nobody wants to talk to people that do stuff like that. Voyage into the Abyss or just Abyssal Voyage? Voyage is a good word. You guys are coming up with some good words, man. I need you guys around when I write my stories. I don't know what stories I'm writing, but I would need help. Where in the world are you from? It's 7:20 in England. Well, Alex, I am from the United States, West Coast, Seattle area, and right now it is 11:24 p.m. We're on a little bit opposite sides of the world. But it's cool that you're in here. That's what's awesome about this game, is that it is an international game. It brings people together from all around the world. It's pretty sweet. Tweet sucker? Alright, what do we got? Oh, damn. This guy looks like a badass, dude. Hercules #1. Dude, this guy looks like he doesn't take poop from anybody, including all those animals that are behind him. Dude, what is this cover? There's like lions and snakes and what are those, like wolves or something like that? The Statue of Liberty, guys with machine guns, masked dudes with knives, money, and what looks to be the backdrop of New York City. I mean, I guess it would be with the Statue of Liberty there. What in the world? And an eagle flying. This is probably the most badass comic cover I've ever seen. And there's a guy with like a minotaur head. Maybe he's a centaur or whatever. With a battle axe. I wish I could put this on screen right now. Jesus. But I guess that's that's Hercules #1, the cover of that comic. Never seen anything like it. Bet you didn't know Hercules was a Marvel character, did you, BG? Actually, I did. The only reason that I knew Hercules was a Marvel character, though, is because of Gran. Gran Scheme. He always wanted Hercules. That was his like #1 most requested champion. And of course, he was in for Loki for a while. Streamed himself for those people that didn't know and all that. Black Seraphim sent it over too. Thank you, dude. Saying, trying to figure out a way to say this in a nicer way. Evacuate into the abyss. Yeah, evacuate. That's that's good. That's good. Evacuate into the abyss. You came up with a good one. Black Seraphim. Thank you for the 2, man. Say it. I'm not saying it. No. Oh, man. BG, are you into Greek mythology? I'm not really into Greek mythology, although I think a lot of things are influenced by Greek mythology, right? So, in some ways I am. The derivatives of Greek mythology maybe just spun a little different ways, you know? But, no, like I've never really just like wanted to study Greek mythology type of thing. $2 well spent. Oh man. Yeah, you definitely gotta laugh from the people in the stream. I'll say that much. BG, what kind of music are you most into? There we go. That's the right way to ask it, man. Because I'm into all kinds of music. But what kind am I most into? Metal. Oh, someone just sent over a He-Man comic. I mean, listen. He-Man, this is cool too. But that Hercules cover I just saw, no. This doesn't even come close. This is straight up cartoonish. I mean, it is a cartoon. The He-Man one. But this Hercules cover. It's legit, man. It's crazy. Alright, anyway. Let's get back to the grind. Let's get back to it. BG, you going for 5-star? No. 5 stars? Too much. Out of reach. Just grabbing milestones. Grabbing as many units as I possibly can, which I really need to hit every single milestone. Really, really need to hit every single milestone. BG used to have a band, Brian and the Rage of the Bananas. Wow. Actually, yeah, when we first started, that's the name that we used, but we shortened that later to Raging Bananas. It was like a punk metal band, the Raging Bananas. Wasn't paying attention and ran all my champs in the wrong arena. Ah, dude, I've been there. It's frustrating. BG wants that cover tattooed on his back, full back piece, full color, dude. It's cool, man. It's one of those things where like it's a little over the top, like man, the imagery there, you know. But that's also what makes it good. It makes it cool. I miss bounty missions. These evasion quests are exhausting. You think so? I've liked them so far, but I don't know. I guess I could see that. They are a bit long. I do think having 3 paths in them is a bit much. If they had 2 paths, that'd have been better. Totally would have been better. Thought it was Rage Against the Banana? No, dude. No. Rage Against the Banana? Absolutely not. Rage for the Banana. Do you listen to Slipknot? And what's your favorite metal or ska band? Is that ska band? Or is that something that I'm not familiar with? I don't listen to what's it called? No, I don't listen to Slipknot. I was never into them. Hope nobody takes this personally if you guys are Slipknot fans, but I always found it kind of weird that they were the way they were dressed up. And I just wasn't into their music in general. Nothing against Slipknot fans. Had a lot of friends who were, but yeah. Favorite metal band though? I don't know if I have one favorite metal band. I go through phases where I listen to one band more than any other. For a period of time, for like a solid probably 2 years, I would say Opeth was my favorite band. For a while, Dillinger Escape Plan was my favorite band. Gojira was one of my favorite bands. I don't know if I have a favorite one right now. But yeah, those have been some of my favorites of the past. And still into those bands too. I mean, for the most part, some of the, sometimes some of the new stuff bands come out with, not as into as their older stuff, right? Just because bands change. BG, if you're into metal, you should check out Frog Leap Studios on YouTube. I'm familiar with that guy. He makes metal covers of pop songs like Fireworks, Rolling a Deep, Sail, and much more. Please give it a try. It's fun. Yeah, I like that guy. Wait, is that his actual YouTube name? I know he like whispers it like Frog Leap Studios or something like that. I thought I don't remember his, like, the main dude. I don't remember his actual name, but I found his channel. He did a cover of Africa, like everybody. There's so many covers of that song, right? And I was actually way more into the end when he wasn't covering that song. There was like a part at the end. I wish we're on Twitch. I wouldn't play the full thing because I know not everyone's into that music, but I would have played just like a second of it just to show what I'm talking about. Like just the feeling of it, like the style of his editing, and the people who were in it also. He just seemed like a really cool dude, But it was like the music was awesome. Like I went back and looped that same part probably a good 30 times. You should all check out this band called The Wiggles. Talk about heavy metal. Heavy mental. The Wiggles, is that the... I can't tell if you're joking and that's just like a little kids TV show band type thing, or if that's that band where they dress up in suits and play like metal stuff. Now I gotta Google it. The Wiggles. Is this like the Teletubbies or something? Oh yeah, this is the Wiggles music group. Wow, it's a picture of them. Yeah, this is absolutely for kids. A picture of them. Of course, all of them are wearing a different color shirt, solid color shirt, with A, B, C, D, E on it, so you can learn your ABCs. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna check them out. The Wiggles are an Australian children's music group formed in Sydney, New South Wales in 1991. Since 2013, the group members are blah, blah, blah. Who cares? All right, anyway. You going for Doom 5-star? No. No, not going for 5-star. Stumble into the abyss? Stumble is not bad, because you probably don't want to go there on purpose, right? I can't tell if you're really behind in the stream or if that just came to you and you wanted to share that, though. We were talking about the Abyss much earlier. Hey BG, should I awaken Thing or avoid? I always run suicides. Ooh, Kevin. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. I mean, I do think Void can still be played with suicides. You just can't use them for like multiple fights in a quest. Not without having to heal him up some way. I mean, you can get by like one or like 2 fights or something like that, maybe 3 if you push it, but typically in something like War, he's good for like 1 fight with suicides on. His awakening is probably more important than Thing's. Thing you can play unawakened, and yet at times Thing's awaken ability is so powerful. That's a very tough question, man. Do you think you'd use Void if you awakened him? If not, then you know you could go Thing. It's tough, man. There's no easy answer there. With Slim Knight, you just have to kind of listen to music and let it inspire you and give you hopeful thoughts. Is that kind of thing. Tickles are pickles. Super dirty pickle joke? What? Super dirty pickle even in here? Yeah, I mean, I think that's I think that's my favorite part about metal music, actually, is kind of the feeling I get listening to it. And sometimes I do have, you do kind of have to sit back and just listen to it. Like any kind of music, it can be good background music at times, but there are definitely times where I just really enjoy doing nothing else, sitting back in my chair or just laying down on the couch or bed or something like that and just actually listening to the music. But I never got that feeling from Slipknot personally. Have you ever listened to Disturbed's version of Sound of Silence? Man, that cover made me cry. Can't say that I have. Bumblin' in the Junglin' Abyss. Wow. Bumblin' in the Junglin'. Okay. What the heck? Oh, man. ABG, just 100% Variant 2 today. Congrats, man. And got 4 to 5 Mystic rank up gem. Looks like there's a Doom in my future. Ooh. Well, good luck, man. Good luck getting that Doom. Slipknot, the Wiggles, not much difference. Both wear silly gimmick outfits. Yeah, dude. Totally the same. Oh, Dysentery Joe saying, great song cover, highly recommended. The one that the other person just said. I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't see any different one from you. Getting right, you have not heard that cover? No. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of covers, to be honest. I don't know, I guess every now and then I'll find a cover song that I think is cool, but I kind of like the original music more so than covers, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Sounds of Silence by Disturbed. I mean, I don't know it by name at least. Maybe I heard it at some point, but I was never really into Disturbed either, so I don't know. If we were on Twitch right now, I'd listen to it for just a second to see if I know it, but by name at least doesn't ring a bell at all. ABG, you think Medusa's special 3 spam or Cap Infinity special 1 spam with a synergy can take out 6.3.1 Medusa? I think people did say that they were able to get the fight down with Cap Infinity with having the right champions on the team and using his Awaken ability to reverse some of that healing while also, yes, like using special 1. So I think Cap can work. Medusa... That note there's buffet in that quest, right? And Medusa gains Furies. There's wait, did you say Unawakened by any chance? You did not say Unawakened. I mean, no, I really don't think Medusa would be good for that because if she's awakened, she gains Furies. That's going to trigger buffet. I guess if you're able to chain the L3s long enough, eventually with Despair and the bleeds, the infinite bleeds, you'll get to a point where she's not going to heal at all. But that's not always that easy to do. And if your armor shatter drops off for any reason, then she's going to heal a lot against you. So it might be technically doable, but I wouldn't consider it all that viable of a strategy, probably. But yeah, Cap, I think would work. Am I muted? No. You are not muted. How do you know what's original if you don't listen to covers? Well, normally they say cover in the title, you know? Not always, I suppose. And sometimes I don't know what's original. There's been some songs where I listen to it and I'm like, oh, damn. This is a cool song. And I didn't realize that it was a cover. Like, I thought it was the other way around, where like someone else covered the original, you know? What's that one song? Hold on, let me find the name of it. Here's a good example. Yeah, I had to Google it because I wasn't entirely sure, but I think this is a cover, right? Johnny Cash, Hurt. That's a cover of it was originally a Nine Inch Nails song, right? I think. Almost positive. I tried doing a quick Google search, and it seems like it, but of course, all the things that pop up, it's not like a yes or no answer. It's like, oh, here's a discussion about this or something, you know. I'm almost positive. Okay, people are saying yes and correct. Okay, all right. So yeah, there's an example where like I had no idea that was a cover song. Black Seraphim sending over another buck saying PG finished path 1 of Labyrinth today. No units were used. Hashtag FAP. I think that means fart on parry. I think hashtag FAP is fart on parry or hashtag FAP for short. So you're doing the fart on parry method. Okay. Black Seraphim, congrats, man. Thank you for the buck, too, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, a lot of you are confirming, yes, it is. Nine Inch Nails originally did hurt. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, I mean, there are some examples like that. If I thought about it for a while, I could probably come up with a couple more, but I don't think there's too many. Full and pretty. Yeah, there you go. Brooks and Dunn, My Mariah is also a cover song, like Hurt. Both surprise me. I don't know if I'm familiar with that song. The name, by the name of it at least, I don't know it. If I heard it, maybe I would know it. Hey, do you guys think 200k base hero rating is good after 8 months? No suicides? Yeah, dude, that's great. 200k after 8 months? I mean, that's... I think that's a lot further along than I was. Pretty sure of it, at least. So, yeah. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. Keep going. Keep expanding that roster. Dude, the Logan trailer made me love that cover. Yeah, it is in Logan, right? I didn't see Logan, but I think I saw the trailer. I know it's in that movie for sure, of course, but I can't remember the first time I heard it. I don't It's definitely one of those songs that stands out, man. Like, that song is pretty powerful, I'd say, you know? Read up, sucker. Alright, what do we got? Oh yeah, I was finally able to get past the damn Iceman in Variant 1 Chapter 3, then get to Ultron, then realize how serious he was. So, still stuck at Chapter 3, Quest 1. Damn, dude. Yeah. All of those Ultron bosses in Variant 1 are pretty rough. I'm trying to think. The first one, I'm pretty sure that's the one that has buffet on it. It's like a harder version of the final Act 5 boss that has beefed up stats and buffet. It's pretty gnarly. What a lot of people did to get through that is they dropped dexterity and just used champions that didn't even apply debuffs. If you wanted to try going that route, but he's rough. Wait, you didn't see Logan? I did not. EG Twitter regarding music and everything else. Okay, hang on. Found where you have been living under a rock. Wow, really? You just tweeted a picture of a very large rock? Why do you say that, man? About music. Which one specifically, which comment specifically makes you think I'm living under a rock, man? Failure's cover of Depeche Mode's Enjoy the Silence. Super underrated. Can't say I know that song by name either. With music, I've probably heard most of the things that you know that people talk about. I just don't know it by name, you know. I mean, there's science that backs that up, right? Where like, yeah, all of it. Wow. There's science that backs that up, right? Where like the like just music or sound in general is really easy to remember and find familiar. Where like, yeah, you can hear one note of a song and know what song it is and stuff, but by name, I don't know half the stuff. BG, do you use Twitter off stream? I do. Yeah, I try not to stay on Twitter too much because it can get distracting. I used to use it more off stream than I do now. But I still check Twitter. I would say I used to check it several times a day, and now I usually check it sometimes once or twice in a day, but sometimes I'll go a few days in a row without checking it. Just because, again, it gets distracting, you know. It's awesome, and like it's awesome in that it's real easy to share a picture of something that happened. Like if you pull a champion or something like that, I could just quickly scan through and be like, oh, cool, man, this person got this champ. But otherwise, man, it gets to be a bit much. BG, when is the next drum stream? More like, when is the first drum stream? Man, I can't even set up my drum set in where I'm at right now. Still have it. Still probably should try to sell it. Hard to part with it, though. Don't be remiss in the abyss, or you'll be dismissed with no bliss. Oh, snap. Should I rank 3 my 4-star Emma? She's pretty cool. She's a solid champion to rank up. No pun intended on that one. Yeah, I think she's good. I'd recommend ranking. Give her a chance at least. EG, have you pulled a 5-star blade yet? I have not. Nope. Will you ever show us your... Wow. I'm going to change that to Ice cream. Are you going to show us your ice cream? I will not. I will not do that. Not on stream. BG, how is Mr. Sinister? He's slightly meh, I would say. I don't know, he's kind of cool. Like, his animation-wise, I still think Mr. Sinister is one of the coolest in the game. I love his Special 1 and Special 2, and just the overall vibe of the character is very, very sinister-like. But I think he's the type of champion that he's a lot tougher to fight. He's a better defender. He's a great boss to go up against in a quest because he has that boss feeling to him. But playing as him, you probably find him a little bit weak compared to most champions out there. Not terribly weak, but just a bit weak. Speaking of ice cream and Emma, yes, go on. She's helped a ton on that freezer burn path in the dailies. Nice, yeah, dude. Immune to everything in that diamond form, diamond skin. What do you do for a living, BG? I'm a door-to-door ice cream salesman. That's why, you know, I try to keep things separate. They were asking, you know, if I was going to show my ice cream, and I don't really want to do that, you know. Mix personal and personal life with pleasure. No, it's, you know, we'll just keep this channel to strictly gaming, and my door-to-door ice cream business will be just on the side. What's up, BG? Just pulled 5-star Sparkles. Answer to 6.2.2 Sinister. Yeah, dude. There you go, man. Sparkles, one of the best answers to it. Perfect, man. That's awesome. That's a sick 5-star to pull. BG, if you won't show us your ice cream, then can we see what's in your fridge? No, but I can tell you what's in there right now. Because it was just freshly stocked. A lot of orange juice. Out of the stuff that's in the fridge for me, that might be it. I might have some carrots. That might be it. Laura's got some stuff in there. I don't know what she has. Oh man, just thinking about what I actually just said. I have orange juice and carrots in the fridge, but that's the truth. Oh man, if I lived alone and somebody walked into my kitchen and opened the fridge and they saw that, they'd probably sit me down and ask if I was okay. It's just orange juice and carrots. Nick, what's up, dude? I'm at 27 4-stars, not a single dupe. I'm dying for some ISO. Yeah, man. Oh, God. Early on. Trying to get a dupe. You're still much more likely to pull a new champion out of your next crystal, too. Crazy. I'm yet to pull a Corvus Sad Life. Yeah, man, I hear you. I was Corvusless for a very long time. Know how it feels. BG, should I rank for my Nick Fury or Ghost? Both unawakened now. Or see if Cyber Monday brings along an awakening gem for Nick Fury and then decide. You could, I mean, it's only, Cyber Monday's only 2 weeks away, so waiting is never a bad idea. Even if there's not an awakening gem, you might get some shards that will allow you to open up another crystal, and maybe you'll dupe one of them then. Help you make that decision. Even still, though, like, Ghost just has so much utility that if you like her playstyle, if you're comfortable with her playstyle, she's probably going to be the stronger of the two champions. But, yeah, I mean, wait, and then, yeah, it's personal preference. Both Nick Fury and Ghost, exceptional champions in this game, so you can make a decision then. No kale in the fridge? Hell no, dude. I despise kale. Every once in a while, you know, you hear people, oh, kale's so healthy, all this stuff. I'll be like, you know what? Sure, I'll try it. Maybe I'll like it this time. I've tried it maybe a dozen times throughout my life. And every single time, I'm swiftly reminded as to why I do not eat kale because it tastes so disgusting, so nasty in my opinion, that I immediately have to spit it out and I like start gagging. Like I actually start gagging. Every once in a while, like sometimes I try kale unintentionally. You know, I want like I just want some lettuce or, you know, some spinach or something like that, throw in a burrito, right? So I'll pick up those packages that are like the pre-washed packs. And every once in a while, they'll sneak a piece of kale in one of those things. Like I try my best to avoid it. Like those mixed, what are they called? What's the name of it? Spring mix, right? Spring mix. That always has kale in it, so I avoid that one like the plague. But every once in a while, I swear, man, they'll just sneak a little piece in like one of the other varieties, and yeah, it's no good. BG, how many paths do you have left in 6.2, and is there a tentative date for 6.3 Legends run? I have 7 paths remaining in 6.2, and 6.3, it's going to be after Cyber Monday. I don't have a date yet, though. Sometime after Cyber Monday. Have you got a 5-star ghost yet? Nope, no 5-star ghost. Vinny Vici sending over $2. Thanks, man. Saying take my overrated blades for 1 Symbiote Supreme. Are you trying to get my Symbiote Supreme for your blade? I mean, I can't just abandon my Symbiote Supreme after all these champion fights that Sim Supreme has got me through. But I mean, if you want to just give me your blade, I will, sure, you know. But dude, thank you for the 2, man. I hope you get a Sim Supreme of your own one day. Sim Supreme is quite the powerhouse. Thank you, dude. And what was that other? That was Celeste, member for 5 months now. It's weird how sometimes that pops up, but most times it doesn't. But Celeste, if you happen to be in here, thank you for the continued support. Thank you all for the continued support. Sim Supreme evades me? Yeah, man. We all got our champions that just can't seem to pull for the life of us, right? Ah, man. Do you think 100 Australian is enough for Cyber Monday good deals? It'll get you some of the deals, but honestly, man, there's deals like if you were to buy every deal on Cyber Monday, you'd probably be spending upwards of like $400 or $500, something like that. But you don't have to get every deal. You could just get some of the deals. Sorry if I just hit the mic. Hope that wasn't loud. You could, you know, there are some expensive ones. There's some cheap ones. You can kind of pick whatever you feel comfortable with spending. And you also don't have to spend it all if you don't want to spend it all. It's kind of up to you. Morning from Portugal. When is Cyber Monday? 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. Blade most overrated champion in the game. I don't know about that. Blade's still very strong, and at one point he, in my opinion, was the strongest champ in the game. It's just that the game has changed, and there's been a lot of bleed immunes added. I think at least, made specifically to counter Blade. I've never directly asked Kabam them, or directly asked Kabam that, but I gotta assume they were trying to counter that guy pretty hard. Would freaking kill for a Sim Supreme right now. Have Mystic Gem and rank up gems for him. Roboto, good luck, man. Hope you get him, dude. The second longest standing member, and still don't think mine has ever popped up. Yeah, dude, it's very weird the way it works on YouTube. Just out of the blue, randomly, a name will pop up. Cyber Monday just want 5-star shards and units. You could probably find something. So the way it works for Cyber Monday and the deals, same for 4th of July, is all of the different unit offers in the store. They all have bonuses attached to them. So I don't know how much what the cost of the deals are in the Australian currency. But yeah, like all of these deals right here, they just have bonus attached. The big one, the All-Father Odin's Vault. That one, of course, has the best things attached to it, but you can get some pretty solid bonuses from the others. I think there's usually like tier 4 basics from the Peter Parker's wallet. Find some class catalyst maybe with Star-Lord's loot bag, stuff like that, and they kind of ramp up from there. Some tier 2 alphas, 5-star shards, 6-star shards. We've seen all that type of stuff. Are there good offers for units on Black Friday 2 or just Cyber Monday? I want to say just Cyber Monday, but I could never remember. The unit steal on Cyber Monday is a total of 15k, right? Looking at past history, yes, 15k. But you never know. Kabam is they are sometimes throw out a surprise, the curveball. You know what, let's spin out 5 of these. I could use the gold anyway if I do decide to rank up Nick Fury, which I'm still debating. Very sad, I almost got a 5-star Omega, but it rolled over to a Hulk. Bummer, dude. Hope you get that Omega you're looking for. Oh yeah, 5-star 565 Sig 200 Blade is still a beast. Yeah, he is. He absolutely is. If I had a Blade, I would show you guys how much of a beast he still is by using him to get through the skill path in my itemless adventures. He would probably be the best option for it since he has that sustainable heal. The dude's still a beast. I think what happens with Blade is, you know, a lot of people have Blade and not everyone can use their Blade because, you know, paths in Alliance War were set up that, you know, maybe only 1 or 2 paths he's useful on. Or newer champions hit the game and, you know, people just kind of gravitate towards the newer stuff. He's still great, though. Damn, I thought that was units. Even against bleed immune and non-villains, Blade is still good. I agree. I agree. I used... I remember when Korg was released. Korg was touted as one of the most annoying and difficult to face defenders when he was released. I feel like Kabam has added some counters to that guy since then, but at his release, I was using my 4-star Blade to fight higher level 5-star Korgs in Alliance War, and it was alright. It really wasn't bad. Like, your damage is weak, and that's going to make the fight longer, of course, but, you know, blocking and baiting out heavies from Korg, you were just healing that damage back up. And as long as you were fine playing the fight slower, you're good. Blade also got hurt a lot by the 4-star restriction ammo. That's true too. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of people don't have 5-star version of the synergies. They might have a 5-star Blade, but only a 4-star Ghost Rider. So that is an excellent point. Have you seen Hector's video on Mr. Fantastic? Looks pretty awesome. I have not. I haven't seen any gameplay from Mr. Fantastic yet. I know Legacy posted a video as well, and I'm gonna be checking that out. Yeah, I'll probably check that out in the next day or so. I am curious to learn more about him. That is for sure. Did I get any units? I don't think so, right? It's been all gold these first 4. Let's hope this last one can give me some units. Give me that 225, man. Closing in on 19k. And if I'm closing on 19K, then 20K ain't that far off. Gold. For a long time, I didn't use my blade against Thing because he's a hero and bleed immune. But then I learned that he's one of the best possible options I could have against Thing. Yeah, he's good against Thing. He's not good if Thing is like the boss of Alliance War, where you only have 3 minutes and your damage is going to be slower. But if you're questing and you find a Thing questing, yeah, Blade's great. Makes science and tech champs more versatile. Mr. Fantastic. I think he has I think he has synergy for all the class types, right? I didn't look into him a whole lot, but we looked at him on Aunt May the other night, and he had a synergy for Cosmic and Skill Champions that looked pretty strong, at least. Counters for Astro Wash, Mysterio, and 6.3 don't have Man-Thing or King Groot. Probably just got to deal with cutting them down with whatever champion you're using for the rest of the path, and it'll just be a long fight. One of my alliance mates told me about that node the other night. Where do you get the estimated cutoffs? I'm basically looking at cutoffs from past arena rounds, and you know, Doom. People shared their info of you know, scores that were around the cutoff, and it was about 83 million. And yeah, it's just a guess. It's just an estimated guess. Based off of that, based off of how hyped I think the champion is. If they're powerful, of course, that generates a lot of hype, and it's going to drive their score up. Or if they're weak, they'll go low. But if you're grinding for any of these champions, go higher. You know, that's always my advice. This will give you a ballpark idea of what the champions could go for, but you always want to go higher because I cannot predict the future. All right, anyway, though, guys, it's going to be about that time, but I will be back tomorrow. The Doomsday Arena Grinds continue, so tomorrow during the daytime, I'll be live as well for all the non-vampires in the world. And then I'll be back normal time at night as well. And yeah, I hope I didn't screw up too much in my wording in this 40-minute video that I recorded about Alliance War and how I think it could be improved in a huge way. Fix its foundation. If I didn't screw that up, I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to render it overnight and post that tomorrow as well. But I've said that in the past, and then when I went back and listened to it, I thought, this is garbage. I can't upload this. So I'll have to see. But all right. Anyway. Illest, thank you very much. If you're still in here, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D, man. Really appreciate what you sent over. Thank you to everyone else as well. All the super chats. Even if you are not the biggest D of the night, I still really appreciate the support from everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Yeah? Yeah. Good night, everybody.